Hey guys, it's Sandy here. So I realized that I'm like an hour early from when I was supposed to go live to talk to you guys because those of you that are personal trainers and fitness instructors and studio owners, you know that your schedule can literally change in a heartbeat. So here I am an hour early. So hopefully some of you guys will be able to hop on, especially I think this will be important for those of you that are personal trainers, that are group fitness instructors, that are fitness studio owners, but also tune in, guys, those of you that are coaches and you're trying to approach personal trainers. And I'll tell you something, we will be your hardest sell. Okay? Nobody actually sold me on becoming a coach. I actually just literally signed up to be a coach. And Heather Mann ended up being my random coach that they selected for me. And here we are. So I'm not going to wait for people to hop on. I'm just going to get going because I know when you watch the playback and, you know, it's all that time and waiting and stuff. So I got my notes here so I stay on track because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video for you guys, but I really want you to get something out of it. So again, my name is Sandy, and I'm a personal fitness instructor, a group fitness instructor, and like I have 10 different certifications in personal training, in group fitness. I also own a fitness studio with my husband Sheldon, who is also a coach, yay! And we live here in Winnipeg, Canada. Yay, Canadians. So those of you that are from Canada, yay. I know there's a few of you in here. And so I have been a trainer. I've been in the health and fitness industry for over 23 years. I know. And I've been a trainer for 12 years. I've been a Beachbody customer for 10 years. My husband and I first started with P90X before we got married and had amazing results. So we have a long history with Beachbody as customers, and then we decided to become coaches. I did a year and 3 months ago, and then my husband signed on a couple of months after I did. I'm a diamond coach right now and going for 1-star diamond. That's what I'm going for right now. So that gives you a little bit of history of where I'm coming from. Okay, so what I want to talk about is, well, first off, when I decided to become a Beachbody coach, and I know that was the whole point of Ashley asking me to come on and do this because I've really managed to balance the two. Being a personal trainer and a fitness instructor, having a studio, and this online coaching as a Beachbody coach. Now, when I first signed up to be a coach, I tried to keep them separate. I think what we fear is, as trainers and studio owners, is we fear that if we tell people how good these programs are and how awesome they are and that we're doing them at home as well, we're thinking, okay, well, people are going to say, well, why do I need to come to your fitness class, or why do I need to come for your personal training if I can just get these awesome programs at home with world-class trainers? You know, why do I need you? Is nothing any of my clients has ever said to me, but it was in my head, and I'm sure that it's probably been in your head too. You're thinking, well, I'm going to provide them with all this at home, then they're not going to need me. Just the opposite, guys. I'm here to tell you that do not keep them separate. I was trying to keep them separate, and I didn't know one to know about the other. It doesn't work that way. Here's the thing. Why wouldn't you want to utilize clients that you already have? And help them further. So that's what I've learned, is I've learned to help the people that are in my fitness classes, and I've had a following for many years that are in my fitness classes that are coming for personal training already, and they trust me, and I've already formed a relationship. I already know their fitness levels. I already know their strengths and their weaknesses and areas that they need to work on. So it would just make sense that I would give them a program to do at home in addition to what they're doing already, not to mention the fact that to have a program that has a meal plan and the shakes and everything saves time of me designing programs for home, nutrition plans for home, and shakes for home. Because I'll tell you something, I gotta have my shake. I just finished my morning clients and now is my break, and then I do more clients and then teach classes in the evenings. So that's my routine. Okay, so how I used to do it was I would design programs for people at home, like on paper, okay, print it out for them, email it to them, and they would do that at home, okay, but then they wanted meal plans. So then I would have to design a meal plan because I have all those certifications. And so I would design a meal plan for them. Then they wanted something, then they wanted smoothies. So I'd come up with all these smoothie recipes, put it together and have that for sale. And then, yes, I have my own line of DVDs as well. Before I became Canada's top trainer in 2015, I did a slew of my own workout DVDs, okay, because my clients were always asking for more. So remember that, personal trainers and group fitness instructors. Your clients are always asking for more. You just may not be listening, okay? So my clients were always asking me for more. They're like, I want more for home. So then that's what pushed me to design my own line of DVDs. And so that worked for a little while, but what happens is I can only design so many programs, I can only design so many nutrition plans and smoothie recipes, and then the DVDs, they take a long time. People don't realize the production it takes to make just one workout program. It's a long time, okay? Anybody that's done it, you know how long it takes. So the thing is, the more that you give them, the more they want, which is great. But it's time consuming and you just don't have enough hours in a day, right? Even if you have a team like I do, I have a team here at my studio, Body Balance, and of course building an online Beachbody coach team as well. But it is so much more effective for me to be able to have my client and then say, okay, here is a wonderful workout program and there's over 50 more. Like it's never ending. And that's the thing that I love about Beachbody and being a customer for so many years is it's never ending. They're always coming up with new things, right? So that we as personal trainers and fitness instructors, we don't have to keep coming up with that and keeping up with the demand of your clients, right? And I think it's our responsibility to keep up with your clients, they shouldn't have to go somewhere else. They've gotten to know you. They've formed that, relationship with you. Why should they have to leave to go somewhere else? Why should they have to go to, and trust me, they will go to Walmart or Shoppers or wherever. I'm speaking Canadian and US here, right? Okay. So they're going to go and buy DVDs anyways. They're going to go buy like a Jillian Michaels or whatever in a store and they don't have any coaching, they don't have the meal plan, they don't have anything with it. So why wouldn't you want to provide that to them? Right, guys? So I'm not sure who's on with me. So, and you know what, if you have any questions or comments as we're going, just put them down below and I'll answer them as we go. Give me a thumbs up or some hearts if I'm hitting some good areas here for you. So don't think that it's going to take away from your business. It is actually going to add to it exponentially. Okay. The thing is, you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. Okay. Don't have your clients just relying on you, because if something happens to you, and I'll tell you something, a little side note, something drastic happened to me that pushed me to become a Beachbody coach. I actually had a hamstring injury in a professional photo shoot 1 year and 3 months ago, right when I decided to become a Beachbody coach. My business relies a lot on me and my team, and I ended up with a hamstring injury that took me out. I was out of commission. So everything came to a screeching stop with my personal training clients, with the classes I taught. Everything came to a screeching halt with my business. And I thought, at this point, I realized I need to be a Beachbody coach and add this so that if something happens, people can still continue on at home with their programs, with their meal plans, and with their shakes and everything. If I can get you to learn anything from this, personal trainers and fitness instructors and studio owners, you have to realize that, yes, you're only one person and something can happen, okay? And when it all relies on you, it's not good, okay? They need to have other options to keep you going. So that was the big thing that happened to me that pushed me to add being a Beachbody coach. Okay, so how do I put the two of them together? Now, being that I am a personal trainer and I have my own studio, it allows me to do this. When I make a conversation, say with somebody brand new. Okay, so I've started a conversation with them. I'm finding out their, what are your goals, which is what we should all be asking. Once I find those out and I find that they're local, they're within Winnipeg where I am, what I'll say is, you know what, I've got some great options for you. I've got fitness classes, I've got personal training one-on-one with me, or I have at-home programs that can help you with meal plans and shakes. What I get them to do is I have them come in for a fitness assessment. Okay, so think about that. I have them come in for a fitness assessment with me where I take them through exercises so I can see where their fitness levels are, right? I take them through their forms, and I find out their goals, and I find out their histories and their surgeries and their injuries and their illnesses. So basically a lot of the conversation that you guys are doing online, I will start that, but I will have them, I'll keep that short and brief so I can get them to come for a fitness assessment, okay? So then you have the earnings, if you will, my fee of an hour fitness assessment with me. Okay, so this is how it comes together, guys. So you have them come personally with you for the fitness assessment, okay? And you charge your fee, whatever that is, for that assessment, okay? And so then as I'm going through the assessments, about an hour, and then I'll go through the options with them. And a lot of times they will choose either a class and personal training with me one-on-one, plus a program at home, because I stress the importance of, I can't be there hand-holding my clients 24/7, right? We all know that. So I want them to learn to be able to be accountable and motivated at home, which is just as important as when they come to the studio with me for their one-on-one. Okay, so I'll have them come in, we'll go through the assessment, then we come into the office where I am right now, and I pull up my Beachbody, okay, and I literally sign them up on the spot, okay? So I will set them up with their personal training with me or sign up for a class, all on the spot. We decide on a program, whether it's all access or it's 21-day fix. Yes, it is a great system, Ashley. It has worked so well, and I hope that many of the trainers in here will open your eyes and be that to know that this is going to work. Okay, so then I'm looking at my computer here because it's open. And I will literally sign them up on the spot, because a lot of times people, they struggle with the online process, like signing up and things like that. Not everybody is good with computers and working on them all day long like we are, right? So then I'll get them signed up. I'll tell them that, you're going to have a program for home. You're going to have their online support. And the awesome thing is a lot of people need so much motivation and accountability. So they get to come and see me once or twice or 3 times a week, okay, for that personal accountability and a program I've laid out for them to work on maybe some specific things. Maybe somebody has a sciatic issue I can help with, or maybe they're dealing with scoliosis, which I've dealt with, or they've got a frozen shoulder. All these things that we deal with as personal trainers, I can help them individually work those areas, but at the same time give them a program at home like Tai Chi or 21-day fix or something that has everything, so they can work on it at home. And the bonus is, a lot of times they get their family members involved. So think of this on a broader spectrum, guys. Okay, so a lot of times I start out with mom, and she comes in for training. Plus she has 21-day fix at home. Okay, plus she has our accountability group with all the coaches in there, because all my coaches are in our accountability group. So they not only get me coaching them one-on-one, but they're also getting all the coaches in the group and all that support. And when they're doing a program at home, they're getting their kids involved, they're getting their sisters involved, their brothers, their mom, their grandmother, whomever. So don't just think of it as, well, that's just that one person, because when they see results and when they're having a good time, they want everybody involved. Okay, so that's one of the biggest things that I do for anybody that's local. As I start the conversation, I get them in the studio. I say, you know what, you have to come for a fitness assessment so I can, see you move, see where you're at, your fitness level, and then I can recommend a program and design a program, okay? So that is what I do in that state. So those of you that don't have your own fitness studio, you're most likely, maybe you're renting a community center, maybe you're in a church basement or something and you're doing your personal training, maybe you're doing it at home out of your basement. So you'll be able to do all that. Those of you that are working for other companies, I'm not sure, like, because they're technically not your clients, like when you bring them in from like a facility like Shapes or 24-Hour Fitness or whatever, and the clients are already there, like you're not bringing clients, they're already there, so they're technically the company's clients. I'm not sure how you will introduce, you know, the at-home programs or the shakes. Like, I'm not sure if you'd have to bypass that through the fitness coordinator or how that would work for you. But I know that if you're on your own, you have your own studio, or you're doing it out of your basement, or you've rented a facility to do it, you'll be able to do what I'm doing. And literally, to do a fitness assessment, you just need space, you know, to do a fitness assessment. It's like push-ups, squats, crunches, jumping jacks, timing them for a minute, you know, being able to take measurements, having a stopwatch, having a space, and having some forms. Like, okay, and I can help you with that if you have any questions. So now, my existing clients. Okay, so I've had a lot of clients, personal training clients, for a long time, and how I would start introducing them to the at-home programs and the shakes is start with something simple. Ask them how their eating is going, and if they're starting to plateau with their sessions with you and they're not making changes, start asking them, so you're having problems with digestion, you're having problems with your food, you know, what can we change? And then that's when people will start telling you, well, you know, maybe they got diagnosed with diabetes, or they're having some digestive issues, or they're low on energy. So always ask questions, okay? And so, for example, I get my clients on the shakes and I tell them, you know what, it's best to get the whole program, because you may not want to do something now, but you might want to add it in later. And I'll choose something like, you know, Tai Chi, or the All Access, where they can have all that yoga and stuff, which is fabulous, okay, for people that are afraid to add in extras and they think they're overdoing it. Tai Chi and yoga retreat, fantastic. Okay. So that's what I do, is I find out where they're lacking, and then I find a place for the shakes. I'll say, well, you know, are you having issues with energy? This will help boost your energy. For example, my mom and a lot of my diabetic clients, the shakes has actually helped leveling off their sugar. I mean, obviously we can't say that, we know, I feel like Shakeology is the answer for everything, but we can't say that it's like curing cancer, okay? but what we can say is it will help with your energy. It will help with your weight loss. It will help with, it's helped so many people, my clients with IBS and fibromyalgia, they find their pain went down with fibromyalgia, which is constant pain from head to toe, for those of you that don't know. It also helps with my prenatal clients. A lot of times for them, when they get pregnant, they've been with me for a while, you know, we get them going, we keep going them with their workouts, and a lot of times they'll say, you know, the Shakeology was the only thing they could keep down in the first trimester. So any of you that are dealing with pre and postnatal clients, remember that. A lot of times the shakes is the only thing they can keep down, so it is excellent. So yes, and I know it's uncomfortable, and I have known these people for years, and it was even uncomfortable for me because, you know, here's the thing, and I know you're worried about, oh, I don't want to be selling stuff. I'll tell you something. I've been doing this a long time. I've been in the business a long time, and I am not a seller. Okay, I do not sell. I am one of these people, like, I am motivated. Money's the third thing I'm motivated by. The first thing I'm motivated by is helping people. The second thing that motivates me is seeing people reach their goals and success. The third thing that motivates me is rewards, recognition. Hello, that's a mouthful. Rewards, recognition, and, you know, earning money, right? Because money makes the world go round. So money is the third thing on my list that motivates me. And that's the other thing about personal trainers and fitness instructors. We do it for the passion, a lot of us. So if you're trying to get somebody who's a personal trainer and group fitness instructor signed on with you as a coach, do not open up with money, because that does not work. We don't sell, we share. And that is what ultimately made me go with Beachbody, because I'll tell you something, as a trainer, and especially when I won Canada's Top Trainer, I had every Tom, Dick, and Harry approaching me from all those other companies. And I'm not going to diss anybody, but it was like it was Body by V, it was Isagenix, it was USANA, it was Shake Lee. Like I literally had people from all of those areas, you know, with those products, but what they were trying to do was they were trying to sell me. They were wanting to come and give me a PowerPoint presentation. Like I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? And trying to push that money thing. And most of us here, and I think a majority of us, are not motivated by money, so that does not work. Let's not go that route. So approach your clients. Don't be afraid, and just don't come out and say, hey, I got this stuff for sale, you want to try it? No. Find out what they need. Say, okay, if they're having problems with digestion, oh, do you know that this can, you know, has helped with my digestion and I don't have bloating anymore? And like, just get real, you know, ask people, how's your plumbing? I always say that. How's your plumbing? Which means like, how's your system functioning? You know, some people get backed up, if you know what I mean, and things are not functioning. If you make it funny and you make it light, or I'll say to my clients that work shift work, I'll say, you know what, if I could make one meal easy for you that you wouldn't have to worry about, that you could just take on shift with you and you could sip it, you know, when you have time. Like literally nurses are one of the busiest people I know. Nurses, doctors, nurses' aides. I mean, they're running, they literally have to schedule in time to pee. And so if they can have like a shake to get them through their shift, then so be it. So find what your people need. Find that little area, just find what they need, okay? And then just address that. Don't try to sell. You know, we're not doing that. Okay, so how else have I put things together? We've done, my husband and I, it's good that he's a coach as well. What we did was we did a shake and share party last fall. It was fantastic. We invited clients, friends, family, whomever. I think we had like 12 people. You don't want to overdo it. We were doing Shakeology samples. We had Shakeology balls, like protein balls made. We had people bring stuff. We had programs open on all of our computers, and all of our TVs had a program like PiYo and P90X and Insanity. We literally had it on every screen in the house. We had myself and another coach ready to, you know, help people, to sign people up. I had printed off all of the, I mean, Beachbody provides us all with the pamphlets and everything. I had everything printed off so that people could come in, try the product, right? And also get a little workout in, like try some of the Country Heat and PiYo. So our shake and share party was a success. We had 12 people show up, and I think 4 people signed on with challenge packs, and it was fun. It wasn't, you know, confrontational for people. It wasn't like you were selling something. It was just, you know, let's just have fun. And if this is something that's going to work for you, great. So that is ideal, guys. So if you're a personal trainer, fitness instructor, studio owner, do that. Do that at your studio or do it at your home. Just set a time aside and have people come for a little shake and share party. It is huge. It is like a try before you buy, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's another thing we've done. The latest thing that we're getting set up to do is we've actually installed a big screen TV in our studio, and we're going to start doing what's called a Fit Club, right? And so again, it's people just coming and trying the Beachbody programs for free. So what I've done is I've emailed our contact list. So basically everybody who does personal training, fitness classes at our studio. We have a huge client list, so I basically just sent out a mass email to everybody and put it on our Facebook page as well and said, hey, you know, would anybody be interested in some of these free workouts? And I've been bringing a few exercises here and there from the various programs into my classes and saying, you know, this is a Beachbody inspired, you know, exercises, and not saying what it is. And so we're looking forward to offering, you know, free Beachbody workouts at our studio, probably one day a week. And what I've done is I have asked people, you know, what kind of workouts would you like to see? Do you want to do kickboxing? Do you want to do weights? Do you want to do cardio? Do you want to do yoga, Pilates? And people are coming out of the woodwork and saying, yeah, you know what? I'll come and try it. So then what we'll do is we'll have everybody, in order to take part in the free workout, they have to have a free Beachbody account. So that way, they're going to be able to try it, you know, free for 30 days. And a lot of times after that, people, you know, they're hooked, right? We already know the products. We know they work. And it's just, sometimes people just need a nudge. They need to try it to know what can really happen, right? And a lot of people don't realize there's meal plans and everything else involved. So we are going to start with the Fit Clubs in about a month, and we're going to see how that goes. And that's another way to have your existing clientele move towards trying the Beachbody products, right? The other fun thing that I've done, and I do this a lot, is and I was doing stuff like this long before I was a Beachbody coach, but just making my fitness classes special by, I would make healthy treats for my clients. And at the end of class, I'd say, okay, guys, we're all going to have like a protein treat. Okay, so what I've done is I've now been using Shakeology and, making treats. And at the end of bootcamp classes, a lot of times at home, I'll already mix up a batch of Shakeology. I'll figure out what I'm using, vanilla, chocolate, greenberry, whatever. Make up a really nice shake, okay? And then I put them in like, I don't have them here, but like Dixie cup, you can use Dixie cups. I was using shot glasses, okay? So I would literally, at the end of class, I'd say, okay, guys, I have a surprise for you. Put all your weights away, and I got a little something for you. Okay, we're gonna do shots. So I literally bring like a shot tray, like a tray with the shot glasses, and I would pour the Shakeology in the shot glasses, and then I would come out with the song. You know that song? Shut, 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 shut. Okay? I don't know what the name of the song is, but anyways, I had a trainer with me, behind me, playing that music as I come out with the tray. And I'm passing around Shakeology shots to everybody so that they can try it. And then as they're trying it, they're like, hey, what is this? And I say, well, it's great. It's helped me with my energy, because I always have a lot of energy. And people are like, you're 46 years old. Where do you get this energy from? And I'm like, superfoods, hello, and workouts. So that opens that whole line of questioning of, you know what I mean? Like, what is it that gives you that energy? So then I tell them, and, give them a pamphlet if they want. And we've actually had people, go on the Home Direct and get Shakeology from just trying Shakeology shots at classes. And also I would make like the protein balls, in the Body Beast meal plan and the 21-day fix, the Fixate cookbook. There's a lot of great recipes, and even on the Beachbody, the Team Beachbody 411, they always have tons of recipes for making treats. So I find like making the little protein balls are perfect for bringing it to your clients for them to try, okay, after they've had their workout. Say, if you're having a hard time getting in protein, pop one of these, okay? Pop a couple of these. So after classes or with your clients, just getting them to try this stuff, it's absolutely amazing. So that's another way I've done it. If clients are struggling through their workouts and things like that, I'll often suggest, like, you know what, I've got an Energize drink that might help you get through the workout. That's another way that you can bridge that. So I covered the Shake and Share, the classes, the Fit Club, clients, assessment. I think I pretty much covered everything. And, if I can just leave you with one thing, again, don't worry about Beachbody programs and nutrition plans and shakes taking away from your business. It adds to it, because I'll tell you something. A lot of times, different times of year, my clients won't be able to get to their appointments, especially in the summertime, or the class times don't work for them. So I've been able to build my Beachbody business through having my Body Balance studio, because it has meshed. The line is now faded, okay? It's all coming together because people are coming here. And the other great thing is, when people are in boot camp class, for example, and I'll say, hey, how's your 21-day fix going at home? They're like, oh, it's awesome. And then people are like, hey, what are you doing at home? I thought you were just doing classes here. And, oh, what? Yeah, there's a meal plan. And so then that gets dialogue, that gets people talking. And then your clients become the billboards for the products, and it's no longer just you, it's them. And so remember that, guys, that you can put them together. You can do the personal training and the online coaching. It all works together. That's how I've meshed it together. It's worked really, really well. So I hope that helps you guys. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Just, pop it down below, and I'll come back and see if you have any comments. But I hope this helps you out, guys. Good luck. And again, if you're trying to get a personal trainer or a group fitness instructor or studio owner on your team as a coach, just be patient. We are a hard sell, because generally we've tried everything as far as products, and we've usually been approached by a lot of people. So, you know, just keep at it and just keep that dialogue going, and try and focus on how, you know, offering the at-home programs will actually build their business. And use that example of what I said about, you know, clients aren't always able to make their times, and people aren't always able to get to your fitness classes. So they need to have another option, because you know what? If you do not give them another option, they will go to Walmart and they will buy a Jillian Michaels DVD or whatever, and they'll do it at home. And a lot of times they injure themselves, or they don't have support and they don't carry on. So why not give them something that they can actually use, and you can still coach them and they're still your client? Okay guys, that's all for now. Bye.